Fala galera, eu sou o Cauê Paciorni, que está começando mais um Cauê Entrevista e hoje eu tô aqui com o Tom Speight, cantor e compositor que tá passando um tempo no Brasil e a gente vai conversar um pouquinho. So, hey Tom, how are you? Thanks for having me.
No, thanks for having a chat with me. It's nice to be here and back in Sao Paulo for the third time.
Yeah, we know that. But before we start talking about your time in Brazil, I want to know how did the music enter in your life?
I think what first got me into music was actually Oasis.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was like
Wow.
8 years old and heard their song "Live Forever," and it literally like changed my life. I just thought I didn't know anything about music, kind of really at that time. I didn't know it was cool. I just fell in love with it, and I started writing songs maybe a year or two later, and then it kind of just happened from that. I never really had like a grand plan.
Mm-hmm.
I was picked up by the band Keen. Do you know Keen? Somewhere in Louisiana.
King, yes.
And they kind of scouted me and took me under their kind of wing and stuff, and that was it. That was the start of me becoming like a musician. But weirdly enough as well, like the first people to really like show my music love was Brazil.
Mm-hmm.
When on my first ever song in like nearly 10 years ago now. Yeah, 10 years. Yeah. So it's been a long journey of getting to that point, even when I had put my first song out. But I've always just loved music.
And how is the importance? What's the importance of Oasis in your life?
I think the best thing about Oasis is that they show people like musicians out there that you can do it.
Mm-hmm.
They're just normal guys, and I think that's really like encouraging, and I think that's for me. I never thought in a million years that I would be here like singing songs to the people of Brazil and stuff like that. It's just like it is crazy, and I feel very, very lucky.
I was thinking about because you studied at Liverpool,
Yeah.
founded by Paul McCartney too.
Yeah, Paul
And
McCartney.
you were always around great musicians, and then
Yeah.
I'd like to know a little bit more about the influence of Beatles in your music too.
So I was really lucky. I actually got to sing with Paul McCartney, and we had like half an hour together where I would play him my songs and he would tell me what he thought of the songs and all that kind of stuff. And it was just such an amazing experience because like the Beatles probably are my favorite band, and they've influenced so many people ever since they ever started, and it's just like he's just one of the nicest guys ever. I gave him a t-shirt of mine of like a band t-shirt, Tom Speight. He had a picture of me in it, and I saw him like three or 4 months later, and I said, "How's the t-shirt?" And he told me he'd been wearing it in bed.
Wow.
But he's just like he's really like just like he makes you feel like he's just a normal guy, but obviously he's Paul McCartney,
Yes,
or Sir Paul McCartney. But I love the Beatles, love Oasis, just people that write good songs, really. I think whether it's like a pop song or a rock song, whatever, as long as it's like the essence of it is a good song, I think that's what's important.
Cool. You said that you already were with Paul. Do you have any contact with Oasis, with Liam and Noah?
That's interesting. So I did a cover of Live Forever, and all of the members of Oasis, apart from Liam and Noel, like tweeted about it. They shared it on social media and stuff. So I was thinking it's got to be time. And weirdly enough, like a couple of months later, Liam Gallagher's daughter started following my Instagram and stuff. So
Wow.
I feel like we're getting close to Liam and Noel, but who knows?
And now you're going to release in September your new album.
4th album,
Yeah, Perfect Strangers. You already released it higher.
Yeah.
Let me know about your project. How was to do that project?
But it was a strange one because a week before I went to record the album, my girlfriend of 5 years, we broke up. So it was kind of like, it was a really like stressful, we broke up, we were living together. It was like, it was full on. And then I was like booked in to make this record. So I was like, okay, well, I have to make this record. And it was, for me, the music, it was just like, it was like a savior, it kind of like saved me from all of that. And I think the record for me is a very like joyous album as well, which is strange because at the time I was like, going through a lot. But I just really, really proud of it. I think it's a great album. I think it's one of my best albums, and I feel like it's probably one of the albums as well where I would naturally like say, if someone goes into you, "Oh, Tom, what kind of music do you do?" I'd say, have a listen to this song or have a listen to that song, and it will be from this record. I think it's a really good representation of where I'm at as a songwriter at the minute, you know.
All right. And you'll be those next days singing here in Brazil.
Yeah.
Can we expect at the concert some parts of your new album, some new songs?
100%. I'm going to be playing those songs for the first time in Sao Paulo. Like, there's a song called Sun Girl. There's a song called Adore on there that we're going to play.
It's going to be spoilers for the new album.
Yeah. We're gonna play them for the first time in Brazil, which I think is pretty cool because you know, this place has kind of given me so much. Like, you know, from falling in love with Little Love, which was the first song I released. It went so weirdly enough, it went to #1 in the Spotify Brazilian charts when I first came out, and at the time I was like just starting out, so that was mind blowing. I was like, what's happening in Brazil? Like, I had loads of people messaging me and all of this kind of stuff, and it just is. It really doesn't feel real, all of this, you know. Tonight we're doing the Noite, I think. The TV show. And we've been doing radio all day, and it's wild. It's night, and everyone, the Brazilian people, they're just so like lovely and like warm, and you know, you can even when I just met you, just coming into the door, like the energy, the warmth, the love, you know, it's there, you know.
What do you like the most here in Brazil?
Oh well, I think the people, but there's there's a lot of culturally, there's a lot of things to fall in love with. Even just going to a football match is like next, you know, there's no other experience like it. Going to a Brazilian football match, like you can just feel like the energy and the sheer passion. And I love that passion. Like I wish we could take a bit of that passion back to like England or something, you know. But the food's amazing, just everything. I could live here. Let's make that happen.
That's good.
Find a Brazilian wife or something.
São Paulo is a pretty good place.
Sao Paulo. I liked Rio as well, and we're going to the problem I think what I would struggle with is I can't speak Portuguese and my pronunciation isn't very good. We're going to Curitiba, yes. Curitiba on Friday. We're playing there.
Rio de Janeiro too.
Rio on Saturday. Yeah. So it's like it's good times. Like it doesn't feel like a job, you know. It's a very much like just again like passion, you know. It's just like this is just what I want to do.
Cool. You should think about it. You can learn Portuguese. Maybe some
I know Bora, vamos, eu amo.
Obrigado.
Obrigado. Do, not da.
Do what?
Because I'm a guy, right? Do. Obrigado.
Obrigado. Yes.
I'm doing it.
That's right.
Yeah.
And back on your album, you have I heard that you're going to sing with Lydia Klaus on those next days, and she was part of the album too.
Yeah, big time. We've been singing together for 10 years, and she's got her own stuff, and she also sings with like, do you know Fred again, the DJ, the dance producer and stuff, and she's on loads of people's songs, and she's just a great singer, you know.
I wanted to hear that because you have an awesome collaboration singing Save Tonight. I love that one. That's
that song did really well, and
we can expect some collaborations at this new album too.
The title track Perfect Strangers was written with me and Lydia. We wrote it together.
And let me know one thing, if you could have a special collaboration, your dreaming collaboration, do a feat with someone, which one would you choose?
Are they alive or are they dead?
Up to you. That's a good one alive and one dead.
Okay, I'll do. Let me give me male and female as well.
Okay.
Male collaboration. I'm gonna go with a co-write.
What?
Like we write a song together.
Okay.
With John Lennon.
All right.
He's dead.
Okay. All right.
God bless you, John. No. And a live male collaboration would be. God, that's a good one, man. That's hard. It's got to be Paul McCartney as well, right? It's got to be. We've got to write.
I was thinking about that.
So
to choose him.
Yeah. So two of the best songwriters ever. We'll go with them. And female, I would say I love to sing a song with Norah Jones.
Wow.
She's obviously alive.
She'll be here in Brazil in the end of the month.
I love her voice. And then if someone, the female that wasn't alive, I would say, God, that's a difficult one. Maybe. Could I write a song for them?
Okay.
Maybe like Aretha Franklin or something. I don't know. Wow. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
Good answer.
Just like I just think the female vocals. You know, the reason Lydia, she's got an amazing voice, and I just think I love the female voice.
Nice.
Yeah,
that's great.
Really, really amazing.
And if you have to choose one song to listen every day for the rest of your life in repeat, which one would you choose? Can be your song or for any other.
No, I wouldn't choose my one. No. I would go with Across the Universe by the Beatles.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. That's great.
Yeah.
So, Tom, thank you so much. Hope you had a
thank
great
you.
time in Brazil. That was a pleasure to be talking with you.
See you Thursday?
All right.
Yeah.